This dish is gonna upset especially the Italians because their spaghetti alla carbonara is not made with cream. This dish was taught to me from a guy from Venezia that father had a restaurant up in Belgium, and I think it's personally amazing. So we're gonna do tonight spaghetti alla carbonara, the northern Italian way. And it's gonna be delicious. I made it several times, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. So what we're gonna need is water. I put some salt. I use rock salt or coarse salt in the water. The other ingredients we're gonna need is our cream, Parmigiano Reggiano, eggs. We're gonna need parsley. Chopped parsley, and for meat I like to use prosciutto. But anyway, so let's get started. We put the cream in the pan. We'll shake it up first. Put the cream about, it's only going to be for 2.5 people, for my wife and I, and our daughter. It's going to be about this much cream. So now what we're going to do is grate some Parmesan cheese, because we're going to need that as one of the ingredients. So this man I was telling you about that taught me this dish, his family is from Venice, and they moved to Belgium, and then he ended up opening a restaurant pizzeria. But his father was the one who taught him this dish, and I guess French and Belgian people, they like to use cream when they cook it, and Italians are fine. And now I'm Italian. I've had both spaghetti alla carbonara with cream and without cream, and maybe the people that have made it for me up until now didn't do a really good job. The father, he had a 2-star or 2 or 3-star restaurant in Belgium, and from what I understand, from what this guy told me, who taught me this dish, even Mikhail Gorbachev used to go eat over there, or went to go eat over there when he was in Belgium. So as I said, we're grading ourselves. What we're doing right now, we're prepping the dish, and we're preparing all our ingredients to get the job done. I made this dish so many times. I made it for my cousin Vito at his pizzeria. I used to made it at home so many times. I made it for the wife and the daughter also so many times, and I love it. No, like I said, Italians don't like to use cream for whatever reason, but I think it comes out really good. Maybe I never had a spaghetti alla carbonara from somebody that made it like it's supposed to be made, and like the right way. I don't really like it without the cream, to be honest with you. Now, story goes that spaghetti alla carbonara was born during the Second World War, when the Americans were pushing Germans out of Italy from the south in Sicily, and they were dropping airborne eggs and bacon. And Italians started mixing eggs and bacon with pasta, hence how the spaghetti alla carbonara was born. Anyway, folks, this should be enough cheese for the job. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna split the yolks from the whites of the eggs. The rule of thumb is that we're going to put 1 egg per person. So being that this is a 3 people dinner, we're going to put 3 yolks. And we're going to separate the whites. So we're now separating the second egg. And the yolks, I gotta tell you, these look beautiful. If you can get yourself eggs from a local farm that has chickens, do that, because it makes the dish look that much better. So I definitely recommend using a farm-raised chicken rather than store-bought eggs. As always, the better the ingredients you use to make any dish, the better the food will taste. So we got the eggs mixed. We have the Parmesan cheese, we have the eggs, we have the egg whites, so we can put these aside. We're next gonna cut some prosciutto. As soon as I figure out how to get the prosciutto out of this package, obviously the better the quality prosciutto, the more flavor you're putting in the dish when you're making this spaghetti. Okay, so once we have enough prosciutto for the dish, we'll cut this up a little bit. Now we don't have to get crazy with the cutting because we don't want to make it too small. We'll just cut it up in chunks about this big. So we have prosciutto is ready, parsley is ready, egg is ready, parmesan is ready, and all the ingredients are ready for the dinner. Okay, here we go. This is the process. All right, folks, we are ready to get to rock and roll. The water is boiling, and now it's all a matter of time. In a shallow pan, you want it as wide as possible, and you guys are going to see why here shortly. Should be a good amount of spaghetti right here, and you never break the spaghetti. So as soon as the spaghetti go in the water, we turn the cream on. We have the burner on high. As soon as the cream starts boiling and rising, we will lower the cream, the flame under the cream, to a medium-low temperature. So it goes rather quick. So be careful, pay attention to what you're doing. The cream is starting to boil. Okay, the cream has reached the boiling temperature, as you can tell. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna lower the temperature on the cream to a medium low. And what we'll do next is we will put some of the cream inside of the egg to temper the egg, so that when we pour the egg into the cream, it doesn't turn into a scrambled egg, but rather a yellowish looking cream. So we put some cream in here, we'll mix it up. Up. And we can now pour the the egg into the cream as we stir it. Okay, so the egg is the first ingredient. Lower the flame just a little bit more. As you can see, it's nice, got that yellow color to it. Next we add some cheese. How much cheese? Just enough. You're gonna cover the top. There should be enough cheese. Now we'll continue to stir. I guess you could call this a French-Italian dish. And next, we put in the prosciutto. Mix that up. So now that the prosciutto is cooking, the cheese and the egg are cooking together with the cream at a low temperature, I'm going to put in a little bit of parsley for flavor and color, just a little bit. And lower the temperature on the pasta, and then we'll stir the pasta. We want the pasta al dente, and this is not cooked yet. We are at higher altitude here, so the water comes to a boiling temperature at a lower temperature. So we can shut this off. You don't want to get to a point where the cream is separating and it starts to not look like a cream anymore. So we shut the cream off and we're just going to let it sit, and we will continue to stir it though in the meantime, and while the pasta continues to cook. Let's see how the spaghetti is doing. All right, the pasta is ready. So the pasta goes in the and then we just mix the pasta with the cream sauce. I prefer fresh parsley, but we do what we can with what we got. And then we separate the last egg. And then what you do, you pour the egg into the pasta like this. With a fork and a spoon, and you just mix it all up like this. so that the yolk cooks with the pasta. There we go, folks. This is it. Spaghetti alla carbonara, taught by a guy from Venice. And enjoy. Buon appetito. Came out really good.